Hi, my name is Aide.
Hi, I'm Noreli.
I'm Nacho, and we are going to talk about the Eiffel Tower.
When plans were first unveiled to build the structure for the 1899 World's Fair, the design was severely criticized by intellectuals and artists.
Gustave Eiffel's monument to mark the centenary of the French Revolution became as controversial a subject in Parisian society.
Despite the criticism and the many labor strikes during the construction, the tower was built in a little over 2 years.
The architect Gustave Eiffel, an innovator in iron design, had worked previously on bridge, the West train station in Budapest, and the framework for the Statue of Liberty.
He watched his biggest project to date go up like a gigant worth of Lego, 18,038 pieces of ironware fitted together with 2.5 million rivets by more than 100 workmen who functioned almost like acrobats and stuntmen. No one man lost his life during the construction.
When the tower opened to the public in May 1889, it was an instant success. Eiffel was able to reimburse his creditors within 1 year, just through the admission ticket receipts from the 1,868,000 visitors.
20 years later, however, the lease from the land expired, and Eiffel lost control of his tower to the city of Paris. The land was too valuable for such a frivolous structure, according to city council, and plans were made to turn the tower into scrap metal.
Fortunately for the Eiffel Tower, the First World War came along, and the tower was transformed into a military radio and telegraph center. Its lease was renewed for another 70 years, and the tourists continued to flock to the structure.
The structure weighed 9,700 tons in 1889, but had gained an extra 1,300 tons over the year from concrete addition and radio and television antennas. The elevators were worn out, and the entry structure was considered dangerous.
A new company was designed by the city to look after the tower, and renovations costing 38 million took place between 1980 and 1983. The extra weight was saved off, and the most recognizable pieces, like parts of the original staircase, were publicly authentic. New elevators were installed, and the structure itself was spruced up with a coat of fresh paint weighing 5 tons.
Today, the Eiffel Tower is a successful business affair. Last year, more than 4.5 million people visited, a figure that has increased by 1 million since 1918, and the structure is once again financed almost solely by admission receipts. 3 restaurants have been added, including the Respect Jules Verne that now requires a 3-month wait for a reservation. The tower houses of post office, money exchange and auditorium, and every year 1 million postcards are sold off the first floor.
So, I think that this event was necessary for the Parisian society. If Gustave Eiffel hadn't had this great idea, maybe Paris wouldn't have an important build. In fact, we have to remember that one of the most important tourist attractions for this country is the Eiffel Tower. Moreover, it's an important incident for the history.